Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the 9th episode of the second season of Prison Break. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So last episode we started with Sucre having a gun pulled on Michael, Cino and T-Bag. Yes, he wanted the 5 million for himself. He said, hand the bag over. He grabbed it, said, so long mate, got on his bike and drove off. Now obviously it's left Michael, Cino and T-Bag in a predicament. What did he do next? Well, Michael, he went inside. He wanted to get a cable. He wanted to tie T-Bag up. Basically, he doesn't want to let him go free again because he knows what he's capable of. When he arrived back, yes, he'd already gone. He bounced himself. And then obviously that's left Cino panicking. He said, look, mate, I can't be around here. I need to go and do my own thing. And he's left. So that's left Michael on his own. He's gone in. He's given the 2 family members a little knife. He said, you can cut yourself free. It'll probably take about an hour. And we'll be out your business. And he's gone. He's actually gone and he's met Sucre up in the woods. Interestingly, it was part of their plan to make it look like he was stealing the money. They'll go, they'll get it themselves. Him, Lincoln, Sucre. And they'll actually give a part of it to Charles's daughter. Yes, because it was him who obviously told him where it is. He's the one that stole it, and Michael promised him that he'll actually take care of her. So I thought that was pretty good. But another spanner has been thrown in the works because they actually haven't got the money. Who's actually got it? Not Cino, T-Bag. Yes, because do you remember earlier on in a couple of episodes back, he was speaking with the magazines and he kept dropping them into the bags. Well, interestingly, when the diversion and the commotion happened when he come in with the weapon and said, pass me the bag, he's actually bait and switched and giving the wrong one. He's given the book, a bag full of books, and he's took the bag full of cash. That is very, very good. So now he's on his merry way. Where's he going? Where do you think? Yes, he's going to his ex-girlfriend's house. Do you remember when he sat down in prison and was like, look, mate, when I get out of here, you better hope that I don't remember what your front steps look like. And he definitely does. He's got the address and he's headed straight to it. He's laughing, he's loving it, he's having a great time. He's already bought a vehicle. So another person that's back in the show is Bellic. Yes, him and Roy ended up stumbling into a bar after cutting themselves free. Seeing the stuff on the news, he's actually gone and questioned the homeowner. Did they actually find what he was looking for? She was saying, I think they did, because he was having an argument about it. And the scruffy one, basically T-Bag, when he left, he come in and slipped 100 into my brassiere. And obviously Bellic's took that. He was like, look, I need to keep this for evidence. That's what he said. And now obviously they're going to try and track down T-Bag. So again, liking that they're back into the show. Seems like Lincoln and LJ are okay, you know what I mean? Didn't see anybody really tracking him last episode. It seems like they're on their location to meet up with Michael. Now, Michael and obviously Sucre, they got stuck into a bit of commotion themselves when Sucre fell into the lake. A log or a tree landed onto his leg and he couldn't get it up. He was there for ages until Michael managed to actually jar it a little bit where he could make himself free. Police was gaining on them. They managed to run off just enough time to buy 2 vehicles. One for Michael to go meet, you know, LJ and his brother. Another one for Sucre. He's actually been on the phone and found out that Mary Cruz actually rejected Hector at the altar. It's giving him hope. He's loving it. He's having a great time again. He wants to go meet her and reunite. So it's going to be interesting. Is that going to be a good idea? Is it going to be a bad idea? Personally, I think it's bad right now. Should get to safety, get to a location where he can't get caught, and then obviously meet up with her. And then we found out who actually Mahomes is working for. Yes, he's working for Killerman, and Killerman's actually instructed him to kill every single person that has escaped from prison. So not only does he want to take down Lincoln, he wants to take down Michael and T-Bag and Cino, wants to take down Sucre, he's took down Trina already and Abruzza. Everybody that's got a connection to the president, he wants gone. You don't ask questions about us, we won't ask questions about you. People come sniffing and asking information why people are dying, because obviously they did. There was somebody interrogating him last episode. We'll come and we'll get him sorted and sweep it all under the rug. So very interesting. We also had a bit of Sarah. She was there. She was actually decoding what Michael sent to her. She figured out that obviously the numbers correlated to letters that was on a mobile phone, and obviously the digits below it, if it was 2, if it was 3, it was like you press the number 3 times, gives you the letter. For example, press the letter 2 times, you get the letter B, and so on and so on. And she worked out, it said rendezvous. So did Killerman actually, because he had the first note as well. He's picked up the last note that she's missed in her apartment. So he's got kind of the first and the last, and she's got the first and all in between, apart from the final one. So I don't know who's got the more important info. We're going to have to find out. Alright, check out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Are you new?
Yeah.
Someone told me we were getting a new volunteer.
I'll see you around.
Right.
Wonder what's there. Oh, do you reckon he has to go digging to get something, but there's too many people around? Unless they're actually there to get him.
Might be Schofield.
Copy that.
Reckon he can get away without getting into some sort of fight with him?
Breathe.
Take it easy, man.
Go on.
See, I was wondering, I was going to say in an earlier episode, have we stopped Mahomes from analysing Michael's tattoo now? Because earlier on, when we first started, he was dead strategic himself, and I thought it was going to be like another Michael. And then he was obviously using his tattoo to try and figure out his end goal. Once we find that out, we could just meet them there. Seems like today we're kind of referencing now, using that first time to kind of his advantage, where he's been in a location from deciphering it, decoding it off Michael's tattoo, and he's actually turned up.
Things get a whole lot worse before they get better.
But after we meet up with Uncle Mike and get to Panama,
Panama ain't a sure thing. I'll be constantly running, looking over your shoulder.
you want me to leave?
What you should do is just buy 2 cell phones and keep them on the update and where you're going. Don't have them next to you at the time until you get there.
That good old boy's hunting them all down, ain't he?
Mr. Moon, sources claim that you have recovered Schofield's hard drive.
What sources?
Allegedly, you retrieved information detailing not only how Schofield broke out, but how he plans to stay out. Care to comment?
No.
Tell us where you're
What
headed
role
next.
will the hard drive play in your search?
Isn't it funny how, like, the people in the press have got leaks? Somebody has obviously leaked that information to him.
Yeah, Schofield knew these needed to be stored in a cool, moist area.
Take out an entire building. That box right there. This is why we can't have leaks.
I just said that, didn't I?
Help the agent who goes behind my back and talks to the press.
These convicts are in a constant battle. Do I turn left? Do I turn right? The only way to win a war is to try to know your prey completely.
What I want to know there is, like, how has he got access to his information of where he lives? You know, like, surely that's not public record. Somebody like C-Note, when he logged into the military thing and he was, like, searching the coordinates, I kind of could get that, do you know what I mean? But, like, Michael somehow finding this guy, his spouse, his information, his house address, like, surely that would be really hard to find. Not as easy as he's just made it look like. But I'm so happy that we're actually tying stuff in. It's just going to be interesting how Michael reacts to this situation now. He actually knows that he's recovered some information, so maybe he changes his plan as well. Maybe he don't go Panama anymore, because that might have been on the drive that the guys actually found.
This is exactly what I need.
Great.
Today's the day Franklin told his wife he's gonna meet her at the Rainbow Room.
That's right.
Wrong. Today's the day Franklin's going down. Are you ready?
Hey, yo, Trey. What's up, baby?
Fed's been in your old lady's business, no joke. They open your crib, been following her around sometimes.
Yeah, I know, man. My wife is waiting for me today, and I am not leaving Chi-Town without my family, you understand? Oh, y'all gonna help me.
Hey, they got to do a solid, haven't they? They can't really say no, because he could just speak and send them down as well, couldn't they? But he kept his mouth shut. Repayment time.
Your entire telephone conversation with your husband. Since you and Dee Dee aren't booked on any flights to New York, don't tell me the Rainbow Room is a restaurant in Manhattan. You spoke with an escaped felon about meeting him today. You've already done enough to be charged with attempt to aid and abet. Please, one phone call and child welfare is here.
Oh, they peckhead, don't they? I'd just say arrest me. I'm sure that she hasn't done anything wrong. Just because she spoke to him.
52 times. Where? I owe you, Patterson.
We're good.
Forgot your change.
Thanks.
You're in such a rush.
Know him off the news? Is that what it is?
Keep walking.
Just put your head down, Lincoln. Just pretend that, you know what I mean?
Damn it.
Could have easily put his head down then. Just pretend he was getting something out of the glove box or anything, or just started the car and set off.
Just made me in the car. It's useless. Cars ain't exactly growing on trees out here. We got 400 miles to go and no way of getting there.
The thing is, the count on Lincoln there, where he said the car's been made, the car would have been made anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they went to that woman's house and obviously uncut her or whatever, and she was saying that they come in, she would say my car's stolen. You know what I mean? And then they would have put the reg out and the, you know, details for it. So it's not as if, like, this is the first time that people should be looking for that vehicle. So, to be honest, he didn't do anything wrong. It was just unlucky. I would have just drove off straight away, me.
Mrs. Pamela Mahone? Agent Wayne Merrick, FBI. I'd like to talk to you about your husband. Run these kind of checks when an agent's about to be promoted to a higher security clearance. I promise I won't take up much of your time.
I've given enough time to my ex-husband, Mr. Merrick.
My ex-wife is an agent, and let's just say I know how you feel.
Promise me that he won't find out we spoke. To be perfectly honest, he scares me.
He is a bit scary. He's a bit unpredictable with his emotions and like his responses. Sundown Hotel. There you go.
Hi, I need the number for a Sundown Hotel, please.
What state?
All of them, please.
It's got to be that New Mexico one, though, hasn't it? It's got to be that one. Imagine sticking all that money in there.
What can I do you for?
That's them sunflowers, please.
You don't mind me saying you do not sound like you hail from Kansas. What brings you to Tribune?
Romance.
That name you wanted me to track, Kelly Foster. She booked a flight to New Mexico, just landed. Did you update Mr. Kim?
No, I'll take care of this myself. Sarah Tancredi just booked a one-way ticket across the country.
To where?
New Mexico.
Any luck breaking that code?
To this house.
Good.
Every combination that has NM in it. I want you to check it to see if it contains the name of a location in New Mexico.
In the first few years of our marriage, he was romantic. One day, out of nowhere, everything changed. Started spending all of his time in the backyard gardening. He just put this new sod in, and he just tore it all up and planted a flower bed. And said not to come near the garden.
Well, do you reckon that's where Oscar Shields is buried then?
Sorry.
And all Alex could say was, sometimes things happen that are just out of your control.
Is that necessary? I mean, Benjamin's not even...
Precautionary.
Look, I do this. You leave me and my child alone.
You have my word.
Means shit. You see how it means nothing, mate. They just do whatever they want, whenever they want.
15 seconds. A black Jeep is going to pull up about the parking lot's entrance. Run to it. Go.
She's running. She's running. Go, 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 go. Look.
Get in. Hold on.
Do you reckon he set that up?
Let's try.
Oh, he has set it up.
It's me, baby. We're gonna be a family again, I promise you that.
Where is Dee Dee?
Trey is picking her up from school right now.
Dee Dee Franklin, Dawson Elementary. I want her pulled from school.
Right, so before these go into the school, right, technically, they're chasing that black Jeep, but that black Jeep hasn't done anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, the person driving it is not C-note. And technically, his wife, she hasn't done anything illegal. The only thing she's done is actually agree to meet him in a location. But that's not... Like, I understand that, you know, she's had a conversation, but again, personally, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I don't think that you can get arrested and get your kid took off you because obviously your husband rang you, he's escaped prison and just said, will you come meet me? Maybe they could try and get you for, I don't know, not passing that information on to the police, but the police already know that. They said they tapped the phones, and again, technically, is that not illegal? Like, because I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that or bug them. So that'll be interesting. Go straight to the school. I would have thought that C-note would have already extracted her from the school, if I'm being totally honest, because that's clearly the place they're going to go. That's a straight thing that she just thought of. They've took the mum, do you know what I mean? The dad, she's assuming the dad's in the car. The next place is to look is where the kid is.
I say she's taking the test, man, but I think they're stalling.
Oscar Shales. Why is he important?
Well, he's the only fugitive to ever successfully elude your ex-husband.
But I don't think that it was the stress of chasing Shales that caused Alex to start behaving erratically. Because Alex changed after the trail went cold. Walked into the kitchen after 12 years and says that he wanted me out of the house immediately. It's June 15th.
I think I have everything I need.
You're with Strategic Operations?
They handle these checks.
Not since the 9/11 realignment.
When an agent reaches a level as high as your ex-husband's, SO takes over.
I would have thought they would have already had her out.
Hey, baby. You ready to go?
Where are we going?
FBI, hold up!
Get him.
Repeat, Franklin has the child.
Don't think I won't remember what your front steps look like.
If she's smart, she don't live there no more. As soon as he said that, well, it's for sale. She made a good play, a great play. It had to be done. It was just the only logical thing.
I let you into my life.
18.
It is Davina, that, isn't it, from the originals? I think one of you guys told me that as well in the comments, but I can see it again now. Oh, Bellic's found him.
How you feeling, little Teddy?
Tomorrow. Pam, I really can't talk right now. Maybe I should call back.
I mean, obviously the worst thoughts are going to start going through his head, isn't it? He's going to think that he's actually kidnapped her or something.
If you've done anything to Pam...
We both know your family's fine. Although Pam did seem a little upset about you leaving. Because you couldn't let her find out.
Find out about what?
Oscar Shales.
Let's hypothesize for a moment. Let's pretend I was the one who caught Shales.
I don't think I could have just handed that psychopath over to the courts. You feds make a nice living. But not so nice you go around tearing up expensive sod. See, because there are two kinds of lie. Small amounts, the first kind can be a gardener's best friend.
In large bags, the other kind decomposes bodies. I buried someone in my own backyard.
I think about it all the time. DNA leaches into soil, and when the body was gone,
The proof of what I'd done would still be there.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Back off. Let me and my family disappear.
In return, I'll keep your little secret.
Sometimes things happen that are just...
out of your control.
He used his words against him.
See. Soon, Michael. It just may be sooner than you think.
Seems the owner hit the bricks as soon as she heard a certain someone had re-entered society. So this is where Theodore practiced. Pervert knows best. Did you make her wear Dr. Denton's an old lunchbox? You want to know how we found you? 52 MASH notes sent by you to this address. All of them begging Miss Hollander to take your white trash ass back. Boomerang to Fox River, marked return to sender. Are you gonna tell me?
Oh no, he's gonna start.
Money, or I'm gonna pluck you like a chicken.
Fine, you wanna know where the money is? Spent a whole bunch of it last night on your mama.
Oh, imagine the pain that he's in again. Oh, mate, his hand is getting absolutely ripped up constantly.
She's okay.
What do we do now?
That is true. I still think everybody that didn't need to be involved right now shouldn't have been. Like, they could go to them once they're safe.
What are we gonna do? Get a ticket on the train.
Oh, he's going to his house. He's digging it up. The thing is, it's more obvious now that he's dug it up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it kind of would have been set and nobody would have raised any questions unless Michael actually spilled the beans.
He's got nothing to face down! Both of you face down! Please, now!
Suspect in custody, possible ID, Lincoln Burrows.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, sorry.
So they've been captured at the end of that episode then. The interesting thing is, or what I'm trying to think about, right, is, you know, they went over to C Note's wife and he was saying that, mate, we got enough evidence or whatever to, like, arrest you and take your kid away from you and put them into custody or whatnot. But, like, what about Roy and Bellic then? They know where Teabag is and they've not told any of the police. Are they not doing something just as bad as LJ, just as bad as her, just as bad as, you know what I mean? Like, they have physically got one of them tied up and they're using it for their own personal gain to try and attain money. Do you know what I mean? Like, at least the other ones, you can kind of see it because it's family members and they want to be with them, their love, but, like, they're doing it for their own greed. It's kind of different. And, you know, there's no difference, in my personal opinion, from C Note's wife not telling the police where he is because she wants to be with him, and obviously LJ not telling the police where his dad is because he wants to be with him, compared to, obviously, Roy and Bellic knowing where Teabag is and just being greedy because they want the money for themselves. I feel like they could get arrested for withholding information from the police as well. Now, again, Michael's made a big play here. You know, he's called him up. He was like, look, mate, you know, I found out information from you. I know that you buried Oscar Shales in your back garden. I know that he's there. And all I'm asking for is let me go. You know, you can go after all the other people. Just give me and my brother a bit of slack. You know what I mean? I'll keep the information quiet if you make the trail cold on me. Now, obviously, you can understand why maybe he's always paranoid now while he's taking these medicines, you know what I mean, while he's tripping all the time, why he's sweating and the way he kind of is. It's because obviously he's got a dead body in his back garden. Now, I don't know why you'd bury it in your back garden. There's two ways really. One, because you kind of think it's safer, because I'm not being funny, but my back garden, we've lived there for 20 odd years and we'd never dug it up. And like the neighbour's never going to ask, can I dig your garden up? Do you know what I mean? Like, and even if you're doing work in your own garden anyway, unless you proper nosy, you know what I mean? You don't look over into your neighbours and ask, what are you doing? What are you putting there? Do you know what I mean? That's just nosy people. It's just standard gardening that people do, isn't it? So like, probably, yeah, if I had somebody killed and I throw them in my garden 20 years ago, they could still be there now and nobody would actually ever know anything. That is probably the best way in him thinking, do you know what, he put it in my own place, the only person that knows they're there is me, and if I get my wife out of the situation, do you know what I mean? He said basically to Michael that the day that, I remember it was mid-June or whatever, he'd come in straight away, it was like, look mate, marriage ended after 12 years, I wanted him to move away, I wanted me to move out, do you know what I mean? And that's why he's kept this location, this house himself. But Michael, clever, thinking about it, knows about the soil. He actually said that if a body's been inside of the soil and it's decomposed, that even if you get rid of the body, then the soil around it's contaminated and you could still check that area for what was actually buried there. I actually never even knew that was possible. I think that's actually really clever, and that's probably why he's panicking right now. But I feel like in these extreme circumstances and everything that's kind of going on, taking time away from the office to go to your garden and start digging it is going to kind of raise questions. One, it's going to be, where's Agent Mahomes in this type of situation? Do you know what I mean? After he's got us all on these crazy tasks and doing it pronto, do you know what I mean? To go and run like a personal errand. And two, where's he actually going to move the body? How's he going to find the time to dig it up, get the body out, move it somewhere, bury it again, hide it, dispose of it? I feel like he's raising more eyebrows towards it and directing people to possibly look than hoping Michael couldn't actually reveal the information. Do you know what I mean? Like, Michael could reveal it and then he's fucked, let's be honest. But also, you could go after the others and let Michael go a bit cold and then maybe go and get the body from your garden. But right now in this situation, it's just too chaotic, and I think it'll raise more eyebrows than leaving it where it currently is. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully guys enjoyed it. So we didn't see any of Sucre in today's episode, but we did get a hell of a lot of C-Note, a bit of Teabag, and a lot of Michael and Lincoln. Now obviously ending with Lincoln, he's actually been caught now. He's been made, you know, him and obviously LJ have been trying to get to Michael's location, but they went to get some food, he was seen, they had to ditch the car, they've tried to jump onto a train, but they've been seen again, and then obviously on the run, they've been hit by a car, well LJ has, and obviously Lincoln's been grabbed. Now again, I have to say that going after LJ, personally, in my opinion, was the wrong decision. LJ was a free man and able to do whatever he wanted, so then if Michael and Lincoln actually got to the location that they wanted to go to, they could make contact and he could go and meet them and they could be together. There'd be no dramas in that. He didn't have to waste time going to get him because he wasn't in trouble. The same way as, you know, in this episode, C-Note technically didn't have to go and get his wife. You know what I mean? Like, all he needed to kind of know is if his wife's with him. You know what I mean? Like, if she would go wherever he goes, wherever I go, will you follow? That's all he needed to know. You know, he didn't have to go and grab her kind of in the middle of the park whilst the police was all around. He didn't have to run into the school and grab his daughter out while she was taking a test. And now, obviously, them two are fugitives as well, because they're obviously aiding and abetting, obviously, C-Note. Now, he could have, again, gone to a location wherever he desired. Could have gone with Michael and Lincoln or wherever he wanted to go, and then called them and said, look, I'm here, I'm free, I'm okay. Come see me. I've got something ready for me and you. We've got a family together. You know, get your stuff. We're good to go. You know what I mean? All he's done now is made it harder for himself. There's more people that he has to look out for and more people that he can actually get caught with. Does that make sense? Because they're going to be looking for the kid. They're going to be looking for his wife. They're going to be looking for him as well. So I personally think that all of these should have actually gone their own way to the places that they desire to go and then obviously retrieve the family members after. Kind of like Mahomes was saying in the first, well, he said the first 72 hours he kind of make a mistake. They contact somebody they shouldn't. They go and see a family member. They make a phone call. We're there. We're waiting. Well, he was there waiting for Michael, wasn't there, in this location when he went to look at the rose or something. I'm not too sure what it was that he was in there. He was saying that, you know, a little bit of this serum or whatever could blow the building up or something. And he had to keep it in a cool environment. And he known that this place was perfect for it. I actually missed whatever that was, but, you know, he was there. It was good that we tied it back into information that he's extracted in the past, and Michael learned as well that obviously they recovered his hard drive and they actually know locations and things that Michael had been looking into. So that meant that Michael had to do some background and digging himself. He's gone, he's got information on Mahones, obviously, and Oscar Shells. He's gone and spoken to his ex-wife as well. Tried to cut the deal, and then obviously sent him into a bit of, you know, panic motion. He's digging up the body in his garden. Michael's hoping that it's all going to be well, to be honest, and that he can actually go to this place and meet Lincoln and get away. But we know that obviously, like, Mahomes is obviously taking steps to ensure that his safety is okay, so Michael can't leak this information. Now, interestingly for Michael, Sarah's been decoding this stuff, and she's actually found out that it's called the Rendezvous at the Sundown Hotel, I believe that it was called, and it's in this, I don't know, I can't remember the location. Is it Gila or something? Gila, I think it was called. She's figured out it's in New Mexico. I think he's figured out it's in New Mexico as well. On the phone call to Michael, he was saying maybe we're going to meet much sooner than you expect. So very interesting stuff. It was a good episode, lots of twists and turns, and obviously we've got another capture as well. He's found out, Michael, that obviously Trina's died. He knows that Bruce is dead as well. So that's two of them gone. But now obviously Lincoln's been captured, and I don't know how he is going to be obviously like freed out of police custody, if that makes sense. And is Michael going to carry on with his normal plan? Because on the news, it might actually be revealed that one of them is captured. Or is he going to go back and then try and extract him again? Because that's what he tried to do the first season. And technically now Lincoln's been captured. The death penalty is probably still on the table. So very interesting stuff. Can't wait to find out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.